Hello everyone! Today we have another themed event, which means another themed costume. I am very excited about this one. It's been a while since I made one and today we're going to the jungle. Do you need emotional support? Is the cat eating you? No! No wonder she pukes so much. The inspiration for today's look was Flytrap. I love it, the colors, the shape, the spiciness. It's such a perfect creation. Really excellent use of God's free will. I immediately knew I wanted like the Victorian color, but shaped as a plant. This is a Victorian one. So no, this is in fact not a Victorian color. It is Elizabethan color, which I should have guessed since there is a Queen Elizabeth attached to basically all of the colors I've seen so far. Now, I'm so glad my education in fashion is paying off. So I usually start the video with the star of the costume, but today I am starting with the wig because it kind of sets the tone for the whole thing. And here is a spoiler for you, I don't like it. It's again the wig from Urchan. Let's take the opportunity to like this video and subscribe to the channel. I make a lot of chaotic crafts. And this week is my sleep paralysis demon. An attempt was made to reuse this piece of shit, because I am, in the end, a sustainable baddie. Basically, I wanted to dye this a dark emerald green color. No, but of course they didn't have the dye in stock. They never have the one that I need anyways. They do have the black one that I have waited for like months before just ordering it from Amazon. So I didn't want to wait for them to restock because I had some time in between jobs. So, I used that time to get some of the dyeing done for the future projects I had going on. And the reason for that is with the painting and the drying and dyeing and fixing and cleaning up paint. It is the most tedious and time-consuming part of any project for me. So I got this green instead, thinking it's gonna turn into like a green-blue color when I put this over. But yeah, that didn't work out. So I tried again with the green markers I already had at home. And I just mixed that with isopropylene alcohol. Is that how you say it? Maybe. I don't know. Then I put that in a spritz bottle, like trying my best not to make this unholy marriage work somehow. I did also let it sit overnight, but again, no dyes. The wig is still very much blue. I almost gave up at that point, and then I remembered.
When you mix blue and yellow, you get an entirely new color. I'm gonna name it Blello.
This lives rent-free in my head. So I bought a yellow alcoholic ink, and so I had to go to 3 different stores to get this. It's just like, that's why I just ordered it online, but I was in a hurry. I finally got it. And at first I tried to dye it with airbrush. It went through because the ink is very thin. But it didn't do as much as I wanted it to do, so I just left the wig sitting in ink and isopropyl alcohol. I'm just gonna call it the easy alcohol. I think isopropyl, this alcohol.
Isopropyl.
Overnight, no, and all I got in the morning was disappointment that smelled like booze, which reminded me of my ex-boyfriend. He was also a disappointment that smelled like booze. The hair I have transplanted in the Urchan cosplay have taken the color really great. So I'm assuming that the wig was treated with something while dyeing it blue originally. And that might be the reason why it's not taking the colors so well. This is just gonna be it. I'm giving up. I will just add blue color to my color scheme. I'm not particularly happy about the whole situation. It would also take a lot less money to just order a new one. So I'm just so fucking done with it. all this work and I only managed to get it a little more blue-green. It's not even like green-blue. And the dye was bleeding, even though I washed the wig like 5 times. So I didn't have a clear outfit vision for this, other than the color. So I just went browsing in the second-hand store and I found this dress for only €5. Am I being blessed? Nami, did you come to eat more plants? I really love gowns, but I have never been invited to a wedding or some fancy event, so I really have nowhere to wear them. So I really like incorporating them in the costumes. Nami, don't eat it. Don't make the stinky face. Don't eat it. Don't eat the baby. Nami, leave it. This dress is unfortunately 100% polyester and it doesn't really fit me as well, and the color is terrible. It looks... Nami! Stop! Why are you eating it? You just eat it. I saw you eat your food. Now you want to eat plants? Where was I? This dress is unfortunately 100% polyester and it doesn't really fit me and the color is terrible. It looks okay on the tape, like it's a golden kind of color on camera, but it's actually like diarrhea in real life. So yeah, I will just dye this dress. Luckily I already have dye from the wig. But before dyeing it, I will make alterations just in case. Some parts are like hidden in and don't get dyed, and then I can dye them after. And also, I could not really show you how it fits because there are titties escaping all the time. So yeah, we're just gonna have to trust the process. So first, I cut off the straps that are too short for me and also the back part that is too tight for me. I think this dress was like an exhibition dress because the sewing is really nice, but the fabric is made of plastic. And there was a random piece of fabric just hanging on for whatever reason. Also, the hem was a little weird. So yeah, I assume it was in the shop just for like style and size to try it on, and then the dress was made to order. I took the random piece of fabric that was just hanging there and cut straps out of it. And then I hemmed the back with it and left an extra straps to tie around the neck. After making the alterations, we are off to dyeing it. The cat came to help, and you know what? We're gonna need all the help we can get at this point. So I did not have a pot big enough for this dress since this dye needs to be boiled right, so it didn't quite work out as it should. I tried it on again, and again there is no footage because again the titties are falling out. It's just... let's just move on. So we are gonna do a little corset detail on the back to fix the titties from escaping. Like, they're so small. How can there be so many problems with them? To finish this off, I hemmed the dress and I dyed the bottom of the dress a darker green color. Finally, time for the fun part of this costume. So as I said, the inspiration was a color like this one. I wanted to try to make something like this for a while, and this just fits perfectly on the theme. So it was a great opportunity to try it out. First, I looked at the few patterns, and then I just winged my own. I always do this here. Never works out. I sewed the tunnel for the boning, and I was just trying it on and fixing the pattern, as I went, since I did not wing it correctly. Who would have thought, After fixing the pattern, I also had to fix some of the tunnels. Why are all my videos like this? No wonder no one is watching it. Okay, I guess I put the boning in at one point and I didn't film it. I used like the zippy layer. So I used these things let's do awesome CGI. This is a very affordable boning alternative, but it does not work for all projects. It gets deformed on like corsets and stuff like that. But for something like this, it's actually great. So then I cut out the fabric. One side is from the leftover fabric from the dress, and one was from a light pink fabric I had lying around. I then hand sewn this sandwich together by hand. Okay, just like this, and you might be thinking, what the fuck, this looks like crap, but no worries everyone, we will be hiding this and also painting this over. Also, I did a few more construction adjustments and I suffered a major injury and I got attacked by the cat. This project is going great so far. So here is where we are. We are looking a little rough, but we are trusting the process. To make this less wild, I'm gonna be hand sewing the hem and I will be using the invisible stitch, but I won't be stressing out over it being perfect because I will be hiding all of this in the end. You can imagine this took about one forever to sew, but no, that's okay. Give me a chance to catch up on my videos. And I know the standard is, rotten mango while sewing, but I really like slop tube. I need drama more than I need air. I watched like half of this series while sewing the color. But anyways, here it is, all done with the sewing. Looks great if you keep trusting the vision. I have also screwed the pattern, so I was trying to make some unhinged changes to shape it. Then it was time to have some fun. I took some leftover pieces of thin EVA foam and I cut off straps and then glued those all over the boning on both sides of the collar. I did Frankenstein some together since I wanted to use up leftovers, and I tried to make like a little bit of texture to hide it. No, but you can see it in the end if you look like hard enough. It's fine everyone, this costume was really not that serious in the end. I then cut the pointy ends and did a little bit of sanding on it as well. Then I primed the EVA foam bits with mixture of wood glue and water, and I did that on both sides. Then for another fun part, the painting, yay! I started on the green side with the greens, blues and yellow ends. And on the inside, it's from blue, pink to yellow ends. So this took a while since I needed time for drying, and I did like 5 rounds on each side, and I was about to lose my mind. I also did everything first with a brush, so we have some organic textures, but I did finish it all with airbrush. So we get a smoother transition of colors. So final step in this journey is to take the dress and to take the color and sprinkle in some fake plants and then just fuse them all together. So I bought a variety of cheap fake plants and I did little bit of airbrushing on them just to unite the colors together a little. Then I started combining the color on the neckline of the dress. So I just hand sewn this together and I was trying the dress on as I went. I did screw up a little bit while I was trying it on. I should have worn it for like an hour at least, so I did end up cutting the straps off altogether. I also placed the collar a little higher and I made a tiny pillow for the neck because that bitch was killing me. So because I didn't do a proper try-on, I was cutting the straps off and repositioning the collar like 3 hours before the event started. So let me just paint this picture for you. I was like still wearing the dress, at least like halfway, right? The titties are out and I am hand sewing. Man, the titties were out for this entire video. I should have just started OnlyFans. I then took some fake leaves and started sewing them on by hand, and it was the most tedious thing to do because the thread kept on getting stuck on the leaves. Like, bitch, fuck off. I thought this was gonna take like 2 hours and it took me like 2 days. So I did the whole hem of these fake leaves, and I also did them on the slit of the dress as well as the back. And a few leaves on the front as a small detail. I screwed up a couple of times actually and placing them on the wrong spot, so I had to redo the slit like 3 times. I really went in thinking this was gonna be the easy part. For finishing touches, my boyfriend helped get me tied into this monstrosity, and I also was trying on every pair of shoes I have for some reason. We are finally done and it's time to go to the jungle. And here we have some footage from outside. You guys see, I do touch grass sometimes. Or, the bush, whatever, same difference. No, and I love how my face card just declines whenever someone else is filming me. God fucking damn, this is starting to be an issue. But this costume looks absolutely amazing. I'm so incredibly happy with how it all turned out. I looked fabulous. My neck was killing me. I had very limited vision and I kept on poking my friends with the spikes. But I did bring a backup casual outfit to the event, which was honestly one of the best ideas I ever had. The event was also very fun, like always. They are doing such a good job organizing this, and I am having such a great time making costumes for the themed events. I also had mostly fantastic time making this, and I am very happy with the result of everything except the goddamn wig. I need to force someone to take pictures of this fit, and then the wig needs to die. I don't care. So if you made it this far and aren't subscribed yet, why? What did I ever do to you to tease me like this? So subscribe. And also, don't forget to like. And perhaps we could leave a comment today. A plant emoji of some sort would be sufficient. Alright guys, this is gonna be it for this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.